Hello everyone, welcome to your November 2023 Astrological Forecast. As usual, I would like to thank my subscribers. I love you guys so much. Thank you very, very much for your continued support, for liking and sharing and commenting on my videos. I really, really appreciate everything you guys do for me. And if you're new to my channel and you like this video or any of my other videos, be sure to subscribe. Okay, and don't forget to click on the notification bell. You'll be notified each time I upload something. Also, check out the links below in the description box. There is one to my website, and there is also one to something called Ask Me a Question, which is for those of you who only want to know maybe one or two things about your chart. But it is actually just easier to email me at zaneszodiac@gmail.com and just ask me whatever it is you would like to know. Okay, so here's the way the month is going so far. Okay, Venus is still in Virgo up until the 8th. Okay, then it will move into Libra. Also, I have to mention on the 4th, Saturn finally turns direct. Okay, Saturn in Pisces. Okay, so Mercury is still in Scorpio up until the 10th, and then on the 10th it moves into Sagittarius, and then there is a new moon in Scorpio on the 13th. The Sun is still in Scorpio up until the 22nd, and then on the 22nd it moves into Sagittarius, and Mars is still in Scorpio up until the 24th, and then it moves into Sagittarius. And there is a full moon in Gemini on the 27th. Okay, so now for your forecast. Hi, Libra. So, the big news for you is Venus enters your sign on the 8th. Okay, it is your ruling planet, so it does really well there, but it will be in your first house. But up until that point, it's still in your 12th house. Okay, up until the 8th. It's been here since like last month, so having Venus in the 12th house sometimes means possibly, you know, like a secret admirer or a secret romance even, or just kind of like doing things behind the scenes, even inquiring about someone that you may be interested in or trying to find out a little bit more information about them. But if you're a creative person, you could actually be working on some kind of project behind the scenes, okay? But with Venus in your first house, you know, till the end of the month, into next month, and like I said, it is your ruling planet, so it does really well here. When Venus is in your own sign, your first house or your 10th house, okay? I always tell people to milk it for all they can. Okay, because when Venus is in your sign, you're far more appealing to everyone than you normally are. Okay, people warm up to you right away. They want to do nice things for you. Favors, if you need a favor, and I always say if you need to speak to someone who's really hard to get along with, especially if you need their cooperation, this is the time to do it. Okay, people just seem to like, you know, want to be on your good side when Venus is in your first house, your sign, or your 10th house, okay? So, you know, what can I say? You could even be on the receiving end of like a belated birthday gift, okay? Or a get-together of some kind. In fact, with this Venus in your 12th house in Virgo at the beginning of the month, somebody could actually be planning some kind of little surprise for you in regards to your birthday, which was like October, even the end of September, you know, but something belated or whatever. But Venus will attract nice things to you, money even, so, or, you know, just whatever. You're popular. You're popular when Venus is here. And like I said, it is your ruling planet, so it's bringing out the best of your personality. Okay, I do have to mention with Saturn in Pisces in your 6th house, it does turn direct on the 4th. Your 6th house is the house of work and the kind of work that you do, co-workers, work schedule. It is your house of health and your house of service. Uh, if you are, sometimes when Saturn is here, there's a coworker that's a real pain in the ass, okay, or a boss, or even just company policies that are very restrictive, okay. Now that this planet is moving forward, it could let up a little bit, just a little bit, not a lot. Also, your health, it's not that it's a concern, but it could be something that you're taking far more seriously than you have in the past. Okay, so you're taking some kind of steps to ensure that your health is good, which is a good thing, right? And this being the house of service to others, a lot of times you are suckered into helping someone. What I mean by service to others is someone comes to you because they need your help. So they ask you for a favor and in turn offer to do something for you at the same time. So you both benefit from the arrangement. But sometimes with this placement here, especially with Neptune also in Pisces at the same time, that the person omitted something very important about the arrangement. You ended up taking on far more than you had planned or even agreed to, or it's very draining. You didn't plan to do it for the rest of your life, and you want to get out of it. You want to stop it, and this could even just be something as simple as giving a coworker a ride to work, to and from work. Maybe their car's being worked on, or whatever the thing is. Okay, it could help with a neighbor or family or anybody, but it could be like too much for you. So when this planet, when it went retrograde, this was going on in your mind. You're pointing out all the reasons why this can no longer exist. Okay, and now that this planet is turning direct, you're not going to put up with it anymore. Okay. Also, when Neptune is here, sometimes you have a hard to diagnose ailment. You could go to all kinds of doctors. Nobody can tell you what the hell's the matter with you or what to do. All they're going to do is treat your symptoms and never truly finding the cause. Okay. Saturn here, believe it or not, actually brings about some kind of solution, even if it's in the wrong way. Even if it's really hard to come by. Okay. So just keep that in mind. Anyways, so the sun is in Scorpio in your second house. Okay, since last month, it's here up until the 22nd this month. Mars is still here up until the 24th. Mercury is here up until the 10th. And there's a new moon in Scorpio on the 13th. And your second house is the house of earned income, your possessions, your investments, what you own. But it is a money house. It's how you earn your money. And when the sun is here, it turns your attention to this area of your life and wanting to increase, especially with Mars here, like looking for a new source of income, along with what you already have, or increasing what you already have. This would be a time where you would approach, if you do work for someone else, your employer, possibly for more money, which I really don't see coming just because of that Saturn in your sixth house of the workplace, okay? Doesn't hurt, though. I mean, that's not saying that it's not going to happen, okay? But to me, it looks like you create your own other source of income and not really, relying on someone else at this time. You're able to bring in some new source all on your own. Mercury here, though, too, if you were waiting for something, I always mention, because directly across from this second house is the 8th house, where you have Taurus. These are both money houses. Jupiter and Uranus are in Taurus, and I always mention about this windfall of an inheritance or legacy or just something or other. So that really, is still in play here, especially around this new moon, and with Mercury here being here, which is Mercury's like a timer in astrology. So I would have to say that around that new moon, you may hear something finally about something coming in regards to money. Money that was already supposed to be in your hands, that is yours, you know, or it could be an inheritance or some kind of settlement, okay? Insurance payout, all that stuff, okay? So, you know, check with your weekly forecasts, okay? Listen to my weekly forecast because I get into aspects then, and of course these will be in opposition, which is, for me, in astrology, oppositions are kind of necessary for a win of some kind. People look at trines, which are like the nicest aspects that you can have in astrology, or certain conjunctions, but they're too weak on their own to create a big win. Okay, you need that hard aspect, and oppositions are hard aspects, and sometimes that's what happens here. Okay, so we'll get to that when it comes to it. But I just have to mention that it's all about money right now. Yours and other people's and whatever. Okay, while planets are in Scorpio. Then the sun moves into Sagittarius on the 22nd. Mars moves here on the 24th. And Mercury moves into Sagittarius on the 10th in your third house where you have Sagittarius. So your third house is local travel and communications, and this is where regular postal mail falls, okay? Email, text message, voicemail, Skyping, stuff like that. This is an internet house. This is the written word. This is just any kind of communication. Mercury is the natural ruler of this house, okay? So you may find with Mercury here, you have a lot more conversations with people than you have lately, especially with your third house is your local area and your neighborhood. So you may be in contact more with your neighbors or the people within your neighborhood or businesses that you patronize, or you may find yourself being more active, you know, just doing stuff or even just running around your own neighborhood, even if it's just like shopping or something, or just spending more time within your immediate area. You could also take some kind of trip. It could be like a road trip or of some kind. This is short distance travel, like an overnight trip, weekend trip, day trip, something or other. Okay, this is also the house of siblings and cousins and aunts and uncles. You could have more contact with them at this time than you normally do. Okay, there's a full moon in Gemini on the 27th, and Gemini is in your 9th house, directly across from this third house. And the 9th house is long distance communications and travel, and media and publishing. It is also an internet house. It is legal matters, higher learning, foreign countries, people, languages, anyone from a completely different background than yours. So it's people from a different culture even. So you could hear something around this full moon, okay? Somebody could call you long distance or contact you some way in an email or a text message. It could be some kind of news. You know, this is a very newsy time. You could actually even receive a regular, you know, letter in the regular postal mail, okay, around this time. And this could be regarding anything. Okay, the 9th house is the house of adventure, also, and travel. So it could be something about maybe travel plans that you've had. Any kind of communication. It could be about a legal matter. It could be about a friend or somebody totally out of the blue that you haven't heard from in a long time, who does live at a distance or even in another country. Okay, you may end up hearing from them at this time. Also, let's see here. Yeah, that's about it, actually, okay? So the best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign, and the moon is in Libra on the 9th, 10th, and 11th. The best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Aries, and those dates are the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, gambling or speculation, and anything to do with children is the 4th, 5th, 6th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. The best time for money is the 11th, 12th, 13th, 24th, 25th, and 26th. The best time for your career is the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 29th, and 30th. And the best time for communication and travel is the 1st, 14th, 15th, 27th, and 28th. So I hope you enjoyed your forecast for November. Be sure to check out my weekly forecasts, and I'll see you then. Goodbye.